Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome back to the channel and welcome to anyone who is new. In today's readings we are asking what karmic event is currently influencing you. Now astrologically, at the time of my doing these readings, we are building up to quite a huge kind of karmic turning point astrologically. I will be posting more about that, so watch this space for those of you who are interested in these astrological happenings and tuning into readings that will assist with the energy around them. But ultimately, this is a timeless reading. You will be able to tune into this and find out what karmic influence is going on for you at any time you feel this is relevant to you. This is a timeless reading. So we're going to draw 3 cards together. And there was our first, our second, and actually that is the third. We'll also draw runes and charms as well. So we have pile 1, Guardian Angel. Love yourself unconditionally. Ask for help. I hope that that's focusing on that okay. So that is pile 1. Pile 2, we have Archangel Dorenka. Hone your psychic abilities. See through illusion. That is pile 2. And pile 3, we have Archangel Jules. Align with the highest, go with the flow. Okay, so I'm now going to draw some runes as well and some charms to assist guiding you in for anyone who wants that little bit of extra information. So pile 1, we have 2 runes coming out for you. You have the rune of strength, this is Uruz, and also the spiritual warrior, this is Tewaz. So these are the 2 runes for pile 1. For pile 2, we have Kano, the rune of openings, and we also have the rune of initiation, this is Perth. Very interesting combination, I have to say. I'm really excited to do these readings. There's so much powerful transformational energy around us at the moment. Pile 3, we have the rune of signs, signals, and we also have the rune of the self, Manas. This is Anzus, for those of you that like the traditional names. Okay. So I am going to draw some charms as well. Oh, look at that. The charm of love has landed on Kano, the rune of openings. Did you see the way that just happened? I'm just literally going to leave it there. I mean, it's clearly going to belong to this reading. Pile 1, we have the Eiffel Tower and also the Tudor Rose. Those are the charms. But this is clearly where that wishes to be. Okay. We also, for pile 2, have the star and the spiral. But we have the symbol of love sitting on Kano, the rune of openings. I love it when these things happen. I just absolutely love it. And then for pile 3, we have the peace sign, we have the anchor, and we have the crown. Hold those up so you can see those closely. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'll leave the video running just a little bit longer. Tons and tons and tons of love, Super Souls. I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Welcome pile 1. We are asking what karmic event is currently influencing your life. I'm going to take all 3 of these cards for you, and I'm also going to draw initially from the Akashic Tarot as well. Okay. We are asking for pile 1 what karmic event is currently influencing them now. So we have the vow. This is your first card. We have the vow, we have the seed, and we have the queen. Okay, let me move those along a little bit. I think we can do that if we put our runes on the card. Yeah, that's going to work for us. Okay, and then we have the King of Scrolls. We have the 7 of Roses, the journey. We have 3 of Scrolls, setting your course. And then Uriel and the Sphinx. Okay. Right, my beautiful pile 1. So beautiful pile 1, this feels very big in terms of karmic happenings. Now Uruz, the rune of strength. I do always feel with this rune that the universe has your back, okay? But I also feel like maybe you don't feel like it at the moment. For some of you, there is a need to really draw the line, or to leave something behind, or to make a commitment to doing something differently, moving away from something, letting something go. You know, with the rune of strength, we see opportunities disguised as loss. You see this little person here. Let me pick this card up so you can see this. You see this little person here. It looks as though this little person feels quite isolated, quite alone. And can you see there is a feather here? I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but there is, just next to this little person, there is a feather on the sand here. And this is the way that angels are leaving little signs to let you know that they are around. Okay, it may not be a white feather. Sometimes you will receive white feathers. At other times you may receive different coloured feathers. I would personally, pile 1, pay attention if you receive feathers of a particular bird showing up again and again. Check in on what the symbolism of that bird means. You know, you can Google that usually. There are brilliant sites online that give you that information. But there is definitely the energy of angels around you, feathers being brought to you to assist you, I want to say, in your time of need. You see, on the one hand, I think you are looking ahead. On the other hand, you're hesitant. You know, the King of Scrolls is a powerful energy of making something happen. I feel for you there's an opportunity to rewrite history. That's what we're being shown with the King of Scrolls here. And with the Tudor Rose, I mean, this is going back to a period of time in history. In fact, in the UK, it was a period of time when there was a lot of conflict. What I think this is saying is this is so relevant as well, you know, to the astrological happenings. Do you know, when we went into lockdown, when COVID hit, we had a very big astrological event. Pluto and Saturn came together. And that the last time that they came together was actually at the time of the War of the Roses. And astrologers have known for years and years and years that this point in time would be huge, that something would come to affect humanity globally, stop humanity in its tracks globally. And the result of it is to adjust the balance of power. You know, this was the first time in the War of the Roses when global Rome was challenged. And, you know, it didn't result in global Rome disappearing, but it resulted in some of that power being adjusted. And so we knew that there would be big changes. And we're still orientating into the aftermath of that period. Now, it may be that something that even showed up at the time of lockdown is something that you're still processing. For you, it's something that arrived in your world. Opportunities disguised as loss. Sometimes it indicates a bond being severed. But you need to hold firm principles in terms of how you plan ahead. There is a point here in your reading. Your reading is suggesting that it is time for a karmic phase or period to come to an end, and you're being called to become an active participant in relinquishing any vows that were connected to how things were and creating new vows that establish a commitment to the future. With the Seed card, you know, we're seeing a massive opportunity, and with the Queen, for you to rise, for you to re-establish the new. But it may be a bit of a bumpy ride. The Seed sort of, you know, this is a pearl, and pearls are formed, I think, through a grain of sand getting inside that oyster, and it irritates, and I think it's the chemical response to the irritation that creates this beautiful pearl. So there is a gem coming from something that I think is feeling quite irritating, or quite, that might not be a big enough word. But something has been happening. Now you are looking ahead. You're definitely looking ahead, and your reading is suggesting that the karmic event that is currently influencing you, I think it's actually something that has already happened, but it's like the aftermath of it, the impact of it. You're needing to process this and kind of rewrite your story. If we think about the fact that, you know, our tomorrow is created right here and right now in our today, our thinking, our thoughts, our feelings, our words, our language, our actions, our doing, our ability to be present is creating the future that we are making. What we do today will influence or affect the journey ahead. And you're being asked to get really quite clear, to be decisive, you know, with the spiritual warrior rune. This is very direct, very clear cut. It's about discerning, letting go of the old and being very clear about the way forwards, or at least being clear about what you want. Setting your course and actually taking action, and really being prepared. I sort of feel you've done a lot of dig deeping, deep digging. Okay, how interesting. I said it upside down. Deep digging. But I think, yeah, whatever happened, I kind of feel like your world probably was turned upside down, actually. And there's been a lot of soul searching. It's really time for the Sphinx. I feel this is a bit like the Phoenix rising from the ashes, actually, here with Uriel, Archangel Uriel. It is really time for you to take charge of rewriting your story. The karmic event that is currently influencing you, I think, has already happened. It's now time for you to step up and start to build some dreams for the future. And to do so with good grace, to rewrite that story. This is a really good time, Pile 1, to redo your vision boards, or if you haven't done one, do one for starters. In fact, somebody asked me I have a Patreon community, and somebody on the Patreon community asked if I would do a tutorial about vision boards. Beautiful souls, I will perhaps do that for the July tutorial. And I think I do always post those tutorials here on YouTube. They're available for 48 hours on YouTube, and then they are ongoing, available as and when you want to touch base with them in Patreon. But if you just want to stay here with the Moon Magic Tarot channel here on YouTube, do watch out for that. Subscribe, press the little bell icon as well if you want to get notification, or just check in on the channel, beautiful souls. But I will actually do that. Decision made, commitment made. I've just made a vow. Isn't that interesting? Because I've made a vow, I will do it. Because I've made a commitment, I will do that. That will be the July tutorial on Patreon and posted here on YouTube. It's really interesting. I feel like my actions, well, just what I've just done is tuning into the very essence of your reading. It's time for you to set an intention, to make a commitment, a vow, and then make a decision that you will do it. Take the actions necessary. Maybe even set some timescales around what you're doing. And ask for help. Love yourself unconditionally. I feel that what took place karmically, it really left you feeling quite small, quite childlike actually. And it's now time, really karmically, something is coming to an end. And your message is very, very clear, Pile 1. Whatever has happened has now come to an end. You are being asked to step up, even if it feels like it's a bumpy ride. Set your course, set an intention, and set sail on that journey. And even if it feels like it's a little bit of a bumpy road, that seed, have good grace around it. You know, with the Queen card, a bit like the Empress energy. You know, if the King is the masculine, the Queen is the feminine, and the Queen is like the mother. You know, we can nurture ourselves unconditionally, or we can give ourselves a really hard time when things don't run smoothly. And, you know, it's like you need to unfold and be allowed to flower again, reflower. And we can handle transition with gentleness, with compassion, with calm, or we can handle it with criticism. It reminds me actually of something, you know, an exercise I used to give to people. So I might just give it to you. I hope this is okay, beautiful souls. But this is an exercise I would give to people who were very self-critical of themselves, you know, wanting them to love themselves unconditionally, but they were very self-critical. And the exercise would be, I would ask them to imagine a child sitting in front of them on a chair. And that they asked that child, you know, what's happening in your world? And that child portrayed exactly their situation, the current situation. And I would say to them, so what are you going to do? Are you going to slaughter that child, tell them how stupid they are, how they've got it wrong, they should try harder? You know, if you do, you will watch that child physically shrink in front of you in the chair. But actually, if you sit down and you say to them, well, hey, you know, you've been through a lot. No wonder you're feeling this way. This is completely understandable. But let's think about what we can do step by step. Let's make some plans and then think about putting things into action just one stage at a time. And it's exactly that process that, with kindness and care, means that that child will, you know, you can watch them rise in stature in the chair as opposed to feeling slaughtered and you know, get smaller and shrink and feel even worse about themselves and lack confidence. And everything in your reading is saying it is time to reset your course, to set a course and to begin the journey. Whatever took place and has taken place, it's time to leave it behind you now. And, you know, to create a pathway to the future. You've done a lot of deep digging and you've been drowning in, you know, the Sphinx has on occasions, I think, been covered by sand, you know, in desert storms. But actually those storms, that the wind will blow the sand away and it can be dug out and brought to light again. I feel like you can be brought to life again. And my beautiful Pile 1, this is a reading that says it's time to make a commitment to moving this forwards. However small a step, set sail, begin that journey. Set your course, and even if it feels a little bit bumpy, be kind to yourself, be compassionate, and the way will be shown. The sands of the desert will be blown away to assist you. Love yourself unconditionally. Ask for help, but it is time to take some decisive action, and there is a karmic event that has already taken place that has run its course, and it is now time for you to move forwards. My beautiful Pile 1, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Do watch out for that tutorial. That is definitely what I'm now going to do. I have set an intention, I have made a commitment, a vow, and I will therefore set my course and make it happen. Beautiful souls, tons and tons and tons of love to you. I look forward to seeing you for some new readings, and don't forget to subscribe. Press the little bell icon if you'd like to get notification of any of my readings. I post these readings a couple of times a week, and always on Sunday, every single Sunday without fail. I post a reading that where we ask Spirit for immediate guidance for you, and we ask your Spirit team if they can give you the heads up about anything you need to know in the next 7 days in the week ahead for guidance and advice. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Tons of love to you. Hey pile 2, welcome to your reading. I love the way the love charm just sat on Kano, the rune of openings. I'm now going to place it here because I want us to just really tune in with that. Do you know, isn't it interesting? Archangel Dorenka is even looking at the rune of openings. His eyes are literally looking directly at the rune of openings and the charm of love. Both of these runes, can you see they are like... both of them are like openings. They are windows, openings. Honor your psychic abilities, see through illusion. I feel you are going through a phase of profound, I'm going to say profound psychic awareness. Okay, my beautiful pile 2. Now, karmically, we're asking what karmic event is currently influencing you. Okay, I am seeing this and those two as well. So let's take a look at your cards. We are going through an incredibly powerful time. So you have the seed. How interesting that this came out in pile 1 as well, but in a different position. So we have the seed, we have the mirror, okay, and we have the unseen. I'm finding it kind of fascinating that these 3 cards, just look at the colours of them. They're all quite misty, hazy, even though the mirror has a shard of light and the seed has a pearl bang in the middle. What we see here is an eye that sees the unseen, the unknowing, which is what Archangel Dorenka also speaks of. It's like with Kano, the rune of openings, seeing through the illusion. The rune of Perth, initiation. Do you know what it is like? It speaks of things that are secret and hidden. And it's not secret as in like somebody keeping a secret from you or talking behind your back. It's nothing to do with that. It's like something that is profoundly... spiritual, reverence. I'm trying to think of the right word, but it's like, yeah, it's like being able to see through. It's not just even seeing through the illusion. It's like seeing into other worlds, other dimensions. Shafts of vision coming to you. Now this may feel like a bit of a bumpy ride with the seed. You know, the pearls are made from, like a little grain of sand gets into that oyster shell and it niggles. And I think it's the irritant of that creates a chemical reaction that then creates the pearl, the gem at the end. Now, Archangel Dorenka is interesting because his energy resonates in at a different frequency to the other archangels, or that is what I have read anyway, that his energy resonates in a different way, just as bats operate on a different frequency, and they contain a different level of knowledge, but it is quite specific, it's quite secret, it's not seen by everybody. We have the Akashic Library. How interesting that this setting your course also came out in pile 1. We then have a fated meeting, and then we have Sancha community. Now this did come out in reverse, but I want to hold it up upright to show it to you first. I feel like this is kind of like your vibe attracts your tribe. in reverse, you may be experiencing, I said things, there could be a bit of a bumpy ride, okay, taking place. Could be a bumpy ride in terms of transition. You may be switching community, seeing your community, seeing people differently, people around you differently, seeing people through different eyes. You're going through an awakening. And this is about you finding, literally, your vibe attracts your tribe. It's like, if you're a lone wolf, it's like finding a tribe of lone wolves to hang out with. If you are a night person, then actually you need to find other night people to hang out with, rather than, you know, try and force yourself to fit into being a morning person. If you're not a morning person and you're a night owl, then you need to find other night owls to hang out with. This is about you transforming, transmuting to a different level of being and receiving help to do so. And this is part of your karmic pathway. It's about you resonating and finding people to hang out with, both in community and in terms of people who you are close to, whether that is partnership or whether that is, you know, friendships, partnerships, or even your own family, realizing that maybe your blood family don't really resonate with you. That's okay. It doesn't mean you have to stop loving them, but you may choose how you spend time with them, choose to spend time with them differently. You are moving into a space of heightened psychic awareness. Your abilities are rising. This is the karmic event that is currently happening to you. I believe you will receive help. Archangel Dorenka speaks of bringing help and support to people who are undergoing exactly this kind of transformation, because bats resonate at a different frequency. I think you are possibly finding in your life at the moment that it feels like you're no longer resonating with some of the groups of people around you, and that's challenging. It can feel, that could be feeling a little bit irritating, could just be feeling downright awkward and difficult and uncomfortable. You don't need to worry or do anything specific about how that is. You can't change anyone else. All that's happening is you're being presented with a mirror of aspects of yourself that no longer resonate with you. If you've grown up in a family and you've always done something one particular way, because that's what the family does, and now it's not resonating with you, you're being shown a contrasting experience so that you can now set sail, set your course, and choose to do it differently. If you were only ever shown one way of doing things, or there are systems, belief systems, perceptions, specific perspectives that don't resonate with you, it is now time to honour your own pathway. You don't have to do it in an open way. This is why we have the rune of Perth, initiation, a secret matter, initiation, and the unseen. You don't have to share your perspectives with lots of people who you already know won't resonate with you. You know, silence is golden sometimes. Just, you know, send love and continue on your own pathway. The right people are coming to you. With the fated meeting card, it may be that you very specifically are about to meet someone who will really resonate with you. You'll really hit it off with them. Whether this is an intimate relationship, a business partnership, there is a connection with an individual here. It could be a mentor. It could be someone that opens the doorway to an entire new community. But I'm seeing you move away with Sangha community in the reverse position. I'm seeing you move away from groups of people or even individual peoples, but just circumstances, people that don't resonate with you anymore, because you are transforming. The karmic event is your own personal transformation, but for many of you it's coming through quite a contrasting experience, or even a set of contrasting experiences that are really niggling, but you're growing. I mean, you're going to become this pearl. And what's happening is the irritation is creating that possibility. So even if you are feeling a little bit like, I don't know, a square peg in a round hole, you don't really fit, try not to worry too much about it. Don't let it get you down, which is why we have love sitting on Kano, the rune of openings. This is actually purposeful. You're definitely getting contrasting experiences so that you can define what is right for you through the awareness of what isn't. It's time to follow your own North Star. It's time to become the creator of your own direction. And I think it's going to take you on a very different path to the one that you have currently been with or hanging out with, whether that's a group of friends or however that is. I'm seeing you set off in what for some people may seem a bit of an odd or a weird or a completely, why would you do that kind of direction? But actually you're doing it because it's right for you. It's time for you to find your tribe, and someone is coming in to assist you. The fated meeting is always about a connection to one other person, and this is someone who karmically agreed to come and meet you at this time. They came here to assist you. You're coming together with purpose. In fact, there may well be a mutual assistance. Like you being a lone wolf, finding another lone wolf and realizing that you really need to set up a community of lone wolves, because there'll be lots of lone wolves out there who really need to come and find that community. So maybe there's some work to do together. But the way will be shown, and even if it is a bumpy ride, what is happening to you right now, pile 2, the karmic event and influence on you is that your psychic abilities are rising. You are vibrating at a different resonance, and this is going to set you apart from some of the circumstances that you have previously been accustomed to hanging out with. But that's totally cool. It's absolutely ripe for change. The Akashic Library actually also says if you ever have a wobble, just open a book, any book, pick one up, open it, and just read what it says on the page. Read what is immediately shown to you. And there will be a message there for you. There will be a word or a language or something. In fact, you know what I'm going to do, beautiful souls? I have an angel book. I'm going to get that angel book just for you, just for pile 2. I'm going to open it on a page and read you whatever we are shown. So this is a lovely book. It's a Doreen Virtue book. It's daily guidance from your angels. I'm just literally going to flick through it and see what we are shown. Okay, I'm going with the first one that showed to me, which was 268. Notice beauty. There's beauty all around and within you. The more you pay attention to it, the more life takes on a heightened magical quality. You begin to notice your own radiance as a reflection. Have the mirror card of all that surrounds you. Make it a point to see as much beauty as you can today. Witness it in the physical world through images of nature as well as among people and their creations. Observe it in the realm of emotions as you feel affection from others and watch loving scenarios played out, and on the spiritual plane as you sense our angelic presence continually by your side. Today, affirm often that life is beautiful. Pause and drink in this fact, savouring each present moment. Thought for today: my life is beautiful. I notice the wonder all around me today. The more I observe the beauty in others, the more I see it in myself. My thoughts, words and feelings are all lovely. What I hear in this, my beautiful pile 2, which really confirms the message coming through, is the bit of a bumpy ride. When we start to not resonate with people, we can take it really personally, and we can begin to get into quite a difficult place where we lose sight of the reality, which is that we're being shown that we are more. You are being shown that you are more. So don't let the energy and resonance that doesn't work for you affect you negatively. Use it as a baseline for knowing what you don't want and recognizing it's a gift, because it's showing you that you are more and you are growing into more and that you are worthy of more, and settle into that space of beauty and appreciation of everything. And then set sail, open a book whenever you need to, on a course that you know will be right for you because it feels right. And there is definitely assistance coming in the form of someone. If they have already come into your life, which is possible for some of you, then it may be you've met someone who's really shaken up your perspectives or your view of life and is really getting you to look through the illusion and see that there is something more potentially coming, a different world, a different community. So, you know, exciting times, Pile 2. I really am so excited for you. Even if this is a bit of a bumpy ride, beautiful souls, flow and go with it. I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. And if you would like to get notification of any of my readings, do press the little bell icon as well as pressing subscribe so that everything comes into your stream. Or you can just search on YouTube for the Moon Magic Weekly Tarot channel. I post these readings every couple of weeks, and I also do post a reading every single Sunday with guidance and information for right here and right now. And we look to see if your spirit team wish to give you any form of information to help you navigate the coming week, the next 7 days. Beautiful souls, these are timeless readings. There are a ton of timeless readings in my timeless readings playlist where we answer all sorts of questions, so do check out all of these things. There's a ton of resources that I put into the world. I will put the links to anything and everything that may be of value to you in the information box below. Tons of love, Pile 2, and I look forward to seeing you in another reading really soon. Bye. Hey, Pile 3, we are asking what karmic event is currently influencing you. I am seeing almost a gift being offered to you with the rune of signals, answers. Sometimes this is also attuned with the god Loki, who was the ancient trickster from the Norse gods. He's also the Hyoka of the Native American people. This rune says, expect the unexpected. And yet everything that is arriving is a sign or a signal or a synchronicity to guide you. And with the rune of the self, we are seeing this kind of gift, this offering here. The rune of the self, there's a really beautiful passage in the book that I use for my runes. It says, the self must know its stillness before it can discover its own song. This is by Ralph Blum. I will write that in the information for you guys as well. But it's a really beautiful energy that's around you. We have the crown. It's like your crowning glory is about to be anchored. Interesting, we have an anchor point because in the book that comes with these cards, Archangel Jules is actually an archangel that connects us to the energy of the ocean, and particularly to the crystal of Atlanta that is said to sit in the Bermuda Triangle. It's like tuning into the Christ light that sits within us and allowing it to flow. I feel you're being gifted something here, but it may come in the form of something unexpected. Let's draw more cards before we say any more. You know, what karmic event is taking place for you, my beautiful Pile 3? Okay, we have those two and that one, I think. And we'll also draw from the Akashic Tarot as well. There we go. Look at this. 4 of Roses, views of the ego. Okay, let's have a look at these cards first. So, do you know, I don't believe this. This is just extraordinary. This card has come out in all 3 readings. I mean, how extraordinary is that? Every single reading, it's like whatever karmic event is happening for you guys right here and right now, there is a pearl, a gem at the end of it. even if it is a little bit of a bumpy ride, there's something going on around you that is causing you to emerge and locate this hidden gem. I mean, this is just extraordinary that this has come out in every single reading. We then have the Village, and we also then have Kairos. Okay, I'm going to place that like this. Okay, now we have the Four of Roses. We also have, what else do we have here? The Seven of Roses. This has come out too. I find this uncanny. It's quite extraordinary that this card and this card are coming out. You are so in the space of these phenomenal astrological changes which are bringing about turbulence, but you know, this is like karmic turbulence to create the journey forwards, to create the pathway forwards. So we have views of the ego, we have the journey, we have the card of balance, and we have the Queen of Roses, and look at her holding a gift as well. This is the equivalent of the Queen of Cups in a traditional tarot pack. Yeah, you are being given a gift here. Beautiful souls. I think the gift is coming in the form of a person. Could be someone bringing you an offer, but I think for many of you it is a person. What is about to happen, or it may already have happened, is that you know when a chance event occurs. Okay, so I'm going to give you sort of like a little story to illustrate what I'm trying to say. You know when a chance event occurs, and it may even be something really tiny or seemingly tiny in that moment, but do you know what? It changes the course of your life forever. That's what I am seeing here. With the Four of Roses, the views of the ego, this tends to suggest that there is someone around you who is probably not behaving terribly well. Then maybe it sometimes indicates someone who's a bit selfish, a bit self-absorbed. And this card kind of indicates that you get to see them with Kairos, you know, this beautiful eye in the center. Kairos is like seeing things from a different dimension, seeing things through a different lens. Now with the Seed, it may be that this is a situation or somebody is becoming a bit irritating. But the Journey suggests that you're about to set sail. It's those incredible circumstances that take your life off on a different trajectory. What this is going to do is to bring your life back into balance. The Village suggests that you leave something. A village can feel like a safe zone, a lovely place to live, to be, but actually maybe a bigger picture there, a bigger horizons, bigger fish to fry. This is you stepping away from something that has felt safe or stable or secure, maybe even, but it's not entirely okay. And there's definitely something here, someone resonating with you, someone who is quite selfish. And I feel like they cramp your style, and I think you're really seeing it. And somehow something is about to happen, a circumstance, an event, a gift that will enable you to actually discover your own song. The self must know its stillness before it can discover its own song. You need to rise to a point, or you're going to be given an opportunity where you can rise to a point where you can sing your own song. It's like rising to your own power, your crowning glory. Now that event may not be easy, and it may be quite challenging. I mean, it is challenging, isn't it, to deal with someone who's selfish, self-absorbed. But actually there's something within that is a gift. It's inviting you to step up into a greater place of empowerment. You know, with this rune Anzus, this is the god Loki, the high oak of the Native Americans. This is the energy of the sort of the trickster energy. It's like a threshold guardian, someone who comes into our life and actually they kind of cause havoc, and it's really hard work. But you know what? They kick you into a place of, they kick you into almost like another dimension because you see it for what it is. They become the source of growth for you. Now, this rune says, expect the unexpected. You either already are aware of this person. I think most of you are probably already aware of this person. They're already a niggle to you, an irritant. But ironically enough, they have caused you on some level to blossom because they have developed your kind of your own values, your inner strength. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Roses. You know what matters. You know what you care about stuff. You know, you probably are someone who will fight for the underdog. You care. You don't support people who bully. Some of you may be around someone who's a bit of a bully. But either way, you are stepping into that place of your fullest potential because to some extent you really do know that you don't want to be like this, or you don't agree with how this person operates, or even they may even have a team bully. You know, bullies often operate with teams. They're very good at sweeping people along. And I do feel that you are choosing to really make some quite clear-cut arrangements to move away from this, or to close the door to this. Circumstances are going to accommodate that journey away, and you will, I think this person does knock you off balance. You will re-find your balance. There may be legal matters involved here as well. We're seeing the scales and the scrolls and the paperwork here. Yeah, there may be a legal matter if you've been involved in a relationship or even a marriage or a working alliance with somebody who is selfish, ruthless, narcissistic. You may be drawing the line and exiting, but with quite a lot of clear-cut, you know, you're doing it properly, making it fair for everyone, but nevertheless exiting. Can you see even the chair here in this image is like the Wheel of Fortune? You're choosing to turn things around. You're choosing to move away. You're choosing to live a life that is balanced. And the Queen of Roses is a beautiful card. I think for some of you, this is your energy. You're going to be looking back at this, and you're maybe karmically, you may be wondering if this is ever going to kind of work itself through, but it will, and you will come out on top as a generous and benevolent and compassionate person, but also very clear. You know, things need to be managed in balance and with clear boundaries. So I'm seeing that beautiful outcome for some of you. For others, the Queen of Roses can literally suggest someone coming in who brings in love, who brings in self-care, who offers you something. I am seeing a gift being offered to you with Archangel Jules and the Queen of Roses. But it may just be that the gift, ironically enough, is this rather selfish, arrogant, possibly narcissistic person. Actually, they are a gift, ironically enough, because they are they are like the god Loki, the Heyoka. They are someone who ultimately caused you to grow, even through adversity and difficulty. I'm not saying that's easy, but my goodness me, ultimately you are the one that's going to rise. You get the crown. You make it real. You anchor yourself in a balanced way with clarity. I feel like I actually want to read to you something. I'm going to check in on the book that comes with these cards, because there's a really beautiful passage here that comes with this particular card. It's not for all of them, but this particular card has a passage, and I always feel it's almost like an affirmation or a suggestion for a meditation. So bear with me while I find it. Where are we? Archangel Jules, here we go. Okay, so let's just read you here the guidance. Choosing this card indicates it's time for your life to flow. Ensure that your 12 fifth dimensional chakras, so we're now into the realms of other dimensions here, Your 12 fifth dimensional chakras are open and active. Ask Archangel Jules to anchor them. Here we go into, I knew I had to read this, anchor them into the oceans where there are a vast reservoir of Christ light and psychic energy. When you do this, the light of your higher self is added to the waters, and you can draw up the wisdom of the waters into your physical, emotional, mental and spiritual bodies. Then tune into the Bermuda Triangle to access the great crystal of Atlantis. Mentally connect with this, and the sacred information and gifts that you need will come to you the moment you are ready for them. Simply hold the intention and it will happen. When your life flows, everything happens easily and fluidly. You move with the currents and are assisted on your journey. Do your part now and the universe will support you. Do you know, I hadn't realized how many points in this reading are literally written down within this passage. I had such a strong urge to read it to you because not every card in this pack, this is the pack as well, it's the Archangel Oracle cards by Diana Cooper, but you know, not every card in this pack has something like that kind of level of meditation. The meanings are, you know, obviously they're channeled and variable for each card, but well, the anchor, the journey, the other dimensions, the fifth dimension. I mean, this is so clear. You are going to come through this. You're going to rise through this, and you will be crowned. You will be seen. You will be the person who holds the position of benevolent power. And my goodness me, you are being backed by spirit, by your spirit team, by your angels, by the archangels. Whatever's going on, whatever karmic event is taking place, whatever's going on in the realness of your world that connects to somebody who isn't behaving terribly well, you are going to transform this situation in the best possible way. And my goodness me, you are supported 1000% in doing so. And from a karmic perspective, the event is actually part of your own growth, your own rise to kingship, queenship, leadership. You become a pinnacle of light for others to follow. So people who are struggling will see that you have achieved this and therefore know that they too can do the same. So you are becoming an envoy of light through the process of this rising up and the resolution that will come peacefully. But I don't doubt that this person has been a bit of a thorn in your side, and I think also, to be quite honest, they and potentially a team who support them. That is never easy, so I'm sorry in a way that this has happened, but the peaceful outcome will come. Can't believe we had the anchor as well. Ultimately, this is going to prove to be a gift. You're going to come out of it plain sailing, flying, and even more than that, you will never lose the strength that you have gained from this process of growth. My beautiful pile 3, I wish you so many blessings in the outcome of this scenario. It is definitely karmically taking place so that you yourself rise. My beautiful pile 3, it is a true honour to read for you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing. I post these readings every couple of weeks. If you would like to get notification of any of my readings as soon as I post them, I post every Sunday as well, always without fail, when we ask Spirit for immediate guidance and also the heads up for the coming week for the next 7 days. So beautiful souls, tons and tons of love to you. Do press the little bell icon if you want to get all of my readings coming into your stream, and also you know, otherwise just check out the Moon Magic Tarot channel and, you know, go onto YouTube, put it in there, it'll come up. I have a timeless readings playlist, a ton of resources that are available, and I will put them all in the description box so you can find anything that you may wish to tune into. Tons and tons and tons of love, beautiful souls. See you soon in another reading.